I don't think I will be doing this challenge anymore. Girl, be for real. Because he's such a dick right now, and I hate him.
Do I need to know more? No. Definitely no.
So what was that? I just can't do it anymore. Hello? No?
Hello and welcome. I am so glad to see you here. I am so back. Did you miss me? I don't think you did. But I'm happy to be back nonetheless. I got all this energy for filming and editing, and I'm ready to grab that energy by its... Yeah. We are back with our TBR jar. However, today this jar is filled not with TBR prompts, but with all 26 letters of English alphabet. Is it 26? Yeah, it is 26. So here in this cute heart-shaped jar are all the letters, and I'm just gonna give it a shake. Pick one letter, and I'm gonna have to choose the book that starts with this exact letter. We are gonna ignore article V, because I feel like so many books starts with a D, so we're just gonna ignore it, and if I get letter T, I'm gonna have to choose the book which has the title with a word starting in T, and not an article the. Nothing more to explain, so let's give it a shake and choose our first letter. Let's pick this one. I'm gonna let you see it first. Is it upside down? Anyway, it is see-through, so I saw that we have letter N. What book starts with letter N? I can think of Nevernight, but even though I want to read that book, I actually picked it up some time ago, and I put it back because it was just not what I was in the mood for, and I didn't want to push myself through that, because I know that it is a well-loved book, a well-loved series, so I wanted to really enjoy it. But I'm not in the mood for this now either. I don't think I have anything on my TBR starting with letter N. Do I? I don't think I do. Wait, I do have a book on my TBR. Nightweaver. I do. Okay, thank you, my good memory, that I remember that I indeed have Nightweaver on my TBR. So I think that's what I'm gonna go for. Even though I don't know much about this book, I know that it is enemies to lovers, and it is pirates. Do I need to know more? No. Definitely no. So, the first book for this video, for letter N that we chose, is Nightweaver by R.M. Gray. When I tell you that right from the jump, we are thrown into the story, quite literally thrown into, I'm not kidding, because literally from the first page, there is some crazy stuff happening, and I'm like, what? Because I'm used to books starting a little bit slower, slowly introducing you to the characters, slowly introducing you to the plot, to the world. No, that's not the case here, because we're literally thrown onto a battle. I need to keep going because that's so intriguing. I want to know where the story is going. Literally no idea, but I want to know.
Before we're gonna talk about something bad, let's talk about something good. I did my nails. What do we think? I think they look cute and unusual. I've never done something like this. But, to not so fun stuff, I am DNFing Nightweaver at 42%. I just can't do it anymore. I had so high expectations for this book, and I was so expecting to love it, and I'm not loving it. I'm not hating it either. I'm just not loving it, and I fear I might be going into a little reading slump, so books that I don't love are not something I should read right now. I am kinda disappointed. I was expecting a fantasy with pirates. Bro, they stopped being pirates literally 2 chapters into the book. They became servants, and the way they became servants was kind of too easy for pirates. They are literal pirates. How about you fight for your freedom, kinda? No? Isn't that what pirates do? While I was considering whether I should DNF the book or just get through it, I went on Goodreads to read other people's reviews, and well, the things that I was not enjoying in the book, people who finished the book wrote about that, so that doesn't stop, and there are only more things that people don't enjoy. So I just don't see a point in me finishing the book. The writing style was so kind of weird. it was really harsh, and we were jumping from one thing to another, back to another thing, and then to another, and it was just so kind of weird, and I did not really enjoy it. And I feel so bad saying all of this because this book is so high rated. Literally, majority of the people are rated either 5 or 4 stars, and here I am saying that I DNF'd it. I feel like I'm being such a hater lately. I'm sorry. Also, the way main character acted, like, come on, we are the same age. Why do you act like that? Why do you fall for a guy you literally talked 2 times to? Even though she constantly says that she should hate him and that she hates him, but then like, I have butterflies. Girl, be for real. Anyway, I'm just so disappointed in the book and also kind of in myself that I couldn't push myself through that. But for this year, I decided that I'm not gonna be reading books that I'm not enjoying. I would rather DNF them. I can always pick this book back up, you know? It's not that it suddenly disappeared. So if I hear that someone talks amazingly about that and says, if you DNF'd it, go immediately pick it back up, I'm gonna be like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna read it. But before that, I don't think I want to continue reading it. Which brings us back to this jar, because we have to pick our next letter because I want to start reading next book. And I'm really hoping to get something that I would enjoy. So let's hope that we get a letter that we could find a good book for. Let's give it a shake. And let's pick... this one. I'm gonna let you see it first. Oh, I'm not holding it right. Okay. It is letter S. What do we have for S? On my TBR, I have the 7-year slip, and we agreed to ignore Article V. So this could be an option, but do I want to read that book right now? I'm not in the mood for a romance book right now. I rarely am, and now I'm definitely not. What do we have that starts with letter S?
2 hours later.
We have Shatter Me. Do I want to read Shatter Me? It is a huge series, but it is dystopian, and I've been lately in a mood for something dystopian after reading The Hunger Games and especially Sunrise on the Reaping. Oh my god, my heart. Nothing else really comes to my mind that I'm particularly excited for, so I think we'll have to go with Shatter Me by Tahereh Mafi. And let's throw this letter away because we don't need it in my jar anymore. Do I know much about this book? No. I know that our main character, Juliet, has a lethal touch, so whenever she touches someone or someone touches her, they either end up being severely injured or, well, dead. And that is all I know. I know that we also have Aaron Warner, who I think is our love interest, and everyone's obsessed with him, and I kind of want to find out why everyone's obsessed with him. I'm just a girl. So yeah, now as I'm thinking more about Shatter Me, I think I am actually in the mood for that. So let's go and start the book. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like something bad is about to happen. Especially to one of the characters. And I'm scared. I know I'm gonna love Aaron Warner because like everyone does, and I know he will be likable, but how are we gonna get there? Because I hate him. I want to kill him. And I'm curious to see how we're gonna get to the point where I will be obsessed with him. Because he's such a dick right now. And I hate him. I just don't understand why he acts the way he does. It's so irritating and I feel like completely unnecessary, but maybe I'm just missing something out. Maybe I just need to continue reading and I'll find out everything how amazing he is, but so far I don't get it. Like at all. Little dessert. Got my book. So let's go and read. And also got a dog that wants to steal my dessert. Look at his guilty eyes. Everything feels just too convenient and I don't understand where this story could go. And I'm kinda scared that something bad is about to happen. I can sense it. Boy, do I have some bad news for you. I finished Shatter last night and I did not like it. I gave it 2 stars. That is not the rating I expected to give this book, considering how much everyone loves it. Why am I different? I kinda don't like it. At first, I was really intrigued by the world, the setting, where the plot could go, but we almost did not have the plot. At least to me, it feels like it was more of a romance in a dystopian setting. And romance is a completely different conversation because I did not like it. It was too perfect and like too convenient, but it did not feel like real love. It felt that Juliet loved Adam not because she loved him. She loved the idea that he was the chosen one who could touch her. And I did not like Adam. He was, again, too perfect, and I was expecting something to happen and nothing happened. Nothing interesting or unexpected happened. So what was that? And like I said a lot of times already, but I do not understand why everyone loves Warner. I hate him. He is genuinely an awful person, and the stuff he did to Juliet, just because he could, is unforgivable. I know he's the main love interest. I know. I was expecting it to happen in the first book, and when it didn't happen, I'm like, how are we gonna get to her loving him if he's such an awful person? I couldn't imagine what would be the reason for him doing that awful stuff to Juliet that I would forgive everything that he did and accept him and love him and be completely and utterly obsessed with him. Because I'm not sure that's gonna happen. I'm not sure that's gonna happen. Because I don't think I'm gonna continue reading the series, to be honest. Maybe I'm gonna read the next novel, because I'm pretty sure it is from Warner's point of view. Maybe it's gonna open my eyes to something, but I still hated this book, and I have no motivation to continue further in the series. If you love this series, you can try to convince me in the comments. Maybe I'm just missing something out, some vital piece of information for me to love this book and love the series and love the characters, because so far, I don't. So far, this video is kind of disappointing, and I'm really hoping that the third and the last book for this video that I'm gonna pick, using the same jar and the same letters in here, I'm gonna like, maybe not be completely obsessed with, but at least like. I'm hoping for that. Oh my god, I'm scared, genuinely scared. Let's pick our third and last letter. This one. I'm gonna let you see it first, and let's hope I hold it correctly. Go like this. Okay, it was like this. Letter G. I don't know what I have that starts with letter G, to be honest. I think I'm gonna have to go and take a look. I didn't find any books that I'm extremely excited to read, but I did find one book that we're gonna go with. It is The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. I only recently found out about this book and added it to my TBR. My friend actually recommended it, and I read what it was about, and it sounds interesting, so I added it to my TBR as well. It is Mr. Thriller book, but it also has some general fiction in it too, and I think as a lover of both those genres, I'm gonna love this book. So I'm pretty excited to start it. I just started the book. I'm not vibing with it right now. It's kind of boring, and I'm reading it rather slowly, and that's putting me off because I like flying through the books, and this one's rather slow. I'm kind of putting off reading it. Honestly, I'm not that excited right now. I'm still gonna go and read right now because I have deadlines, but first impressions, I'm not impressed. That you're gonna see after this one, hence this beautiful setting behind me. So if you're interested to see that, because I feel like you're gonna enjoy it, make sure to subscribe. Let's talk about my rating for The Girl on the Train. This video ended up being such a fail because I gave The Girl on the Train 2 stars. 2 books with 2 stars per each and a DNF. I don't think I will be doing this challenge anymore. I did not like The Girl in the Train because it was very slow and not engaging, and literally anytime I was reading, I would go and tell my mom how much I don't like reading this book. And my mom was like, well, give up. I was like, no. Hello? No. Imagine if there were 2 DNFs in one video. I knew that besides this book being a mystery thriller, it was also mainly fiction, but it was just so boring following these lives of these women that I just found myself wanting for something to finally happen. Even though stuff was happening, it was just not interesting at all. When we finally got to the mystery plot, it finally picked up somehow, and it was kind of interesting, but also not really. With how Rachel was treated, I really didn't like that, and the whole mystery plot was not really good. At least personally, I didn't like it, and I've read so many more better books with better plots. I know a lot of people like this book, so I think it's just a matter of taste. I had one theory and it was wrong. It was very much wrong, but if one thing didn't happen, I feel like this theory might have actually been good. This is all for this video. Comment down this emoji if you've made it this far into the video. I would love to know who my fellow viewers are. Thank you so much for staying here with me. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the books I've read. And if you think my ratings were wrong, I'm gonna see you very soon. So, bye bye!